Have Beerenberg walking behind you. He's up for sale. Just talk to us through his training career since you've had him in the yard.
Well, I've actually had some good fun training this horse, to be honest. He's by Erupt. He's the first and just about the only Erupt that I had as a 2-year-old career. We always look for horses with a little bit more stamina. Oscar, sends them on to us in the hope that they may turn into racehorses. One was obviously Rio Kawari. He was very shin-sore in the beginning of his career, which meant we backed off a bit. And as everyone knows, only the horses that go fast enough go shin-sore. So he's very sound. I think he'll suit any type of racing, especially in Joburg, where the ground is obviously a little bit firmer. He's hardened up, he'll handle that racing no problem. He's got natural speed. He's shown when he won his maiden. He's definitely a progressive little horse. Lovely nature, easy to train. He's actually nominated and accepted for the 7th. So to the person purchasing him, you've actually got an option. You can either run him on the 7th after purchasing him, be one of the quicker returns you'll ever have in your life, or you can scratch him and your trainer can take him off to Joburg, Eastern Cape, Cape Town, wherever you feel you'd like to race. He's a fun horse for maybe a group of guys or an individual that wants to purchase a horse and have it race. And I think for the buyer, that's a big thing. Knowing that someone like myself is very happy for us to run, it's sound. Whoever buys him will have a lot of fun.
Blue sleeves, racing with the black cap, is also up there with the early pace towards the outside of runners, is Dammy, sporting the sheepskin noseband and the green cap, just in behind those runners. Towards the inside, we go back to Beerenberg, the favourite. Probably got 3 lengths to make up as they approach the final 400 metres. Now here comes Likeable. Towards the outside is Horsey as well as Dammy. Beerenberg starting to move into a nice rhythm with the white sleeves, pink and white cap towards the outside as they've got 1 furlong left to run. Horsey and Likeable towards the outside, Dammy, but Beerenberg shot to the front and has gone 2 lengths clear. It's Beerenberg on the outside. We've got Dammy as well as Horsey, but it's going to be Beerenberg. He's going to be too strong here and pulls away to win by 2 lengths.
In front of Rio Kawari, you've got part of his family member for sale, Beerenberg. Just talk to us through Beerenberg and his journey to the racecourse.
Beerenberg is out of a half-sister to the dam of Rio Kawari. He's obviously very close to my heart. And the amazing thing about Rio was, lots of amazing things about him, but he showed that speed, but it wasn't until he was 4 that he actually showed his best form. So even though there were signs of it at 2 and 3, as a 4-year-old he was supreme, and he's still in training, and Justin thinks better than ever. And it's kind of the story of that family where the other half-sisters to Nordic Light have produced 10-time winners. Up to the age of 10, there's Nordic Rebel who's won his 10th race at the age of 8, and he's still in training at the age of 9. So yes, grade 1 excellence is what we're after, but we also want to have horses that are going to give us lots of fun and be at the race course, run places, win races. I mean, Nordic Rebel is kind of like an example of horses that just never ever know how to run a bad race, and they keep doing it for a long time. So our little chap Beerenberg, who went into training early because we wanted to collect the BSA juvenile bonus and then run in the sales race, he just wasn't ready for the sales race. He was far too green, and then he was shin-sore. So it was kind of late in the season before he broke his maiden, but he raced 3 times in 3 weeks. And I just think that kind of consistency, his form was carried through. His first run as a 3-year-old, he ran a very good second in difficult conditions when he needed the race. And he's running again on the 7th of September. So he's a kind of horse who's game as anything. Grant Burr got off him last time and just said that he was so game, tried so hard. And, like, yes, we all want to own grade 1 winners, and who knows where Beerenberg ends up. But the box he's ticking thus far is his game, he's got ability, and he's trained on at 3. His sire, Erupt, didn't break his maiden until midway through his 3-year-old season, which he did over 2,200 metres. He then won grade 1 races over 2,400 metres. So, yes, his form's all been over at sprint distances. He is dam is half sister to the dam of a champion sprinter. So maybe he is just a sprinter, but we haven't tested anything beyond that. And as it stands, he's an untested racehorse. He's shown ability, but we haven't got to the bottom of him yet. And he could be lots and lots of fun to own for whoever buys him on the online sale. So good luck to you. Thank you.
Corné, you really had your work cut out for you. You could see at every stage that the running was there. He had it, but he just wasn't going to go straight for you.
No, not at all. Going down, he went quite straight, and I was a little bit worried about him because he was very, very aggressive with me going down. And I didn't necessarily want him to come out and be in front and do it all on his own. So I was happy that he got left, but he got left a lot further than I wanted him to get left. But he obviously had the ability. He started making up the ground quite easy under me, still running around quite a lot. And then when he hit the front, he really wanted to lag out quite badly. But that's just only from greenness. He's a small horse, but he's got ability, and I think he'll go on from here. It's nice that he's not comes out and he over races. I was very glad that he came from off the pace and he had a very good finish and he won a good race.
I've got to say, it's one of those dilemmas that jockeys find themselves in. You've got so much thinking to do. He is a young horse in an unknown centre. You don't want to bounce him, but then you're left with the other end of that sword, and that he loses too much ground. So people got to take their hats off to you guys. You've got to think really fast.
Yeah, I came back and Wayne said to me, well done. I said, look, it might have looked easy, but it was hard work, you know. These youngsters, especially the first time that they travelled and they come to different places, you know, I took it upon myself to not bounce him too hard out the gates because, like I said, he went down hard with me. I didn't want him to do it hard. So he helped me, to be honest, and I had to help him as well. So yeah, we were there for each other.